Right, welcome back. Hey, boss. Boss Wick. You're right at the break. Hello, handsome. Hello, sir. I haven't figured out what we were gonna do. The break, I said I was gonna do that. I didn't. We came here for a quest. Why don't we do it? We're gonna get tangled up in something here, so I'll show you what we're probably getting into. Although I'd kind of prefer to wander and hunt. We came back here to Meridian to do something. We could do it, and then we'll go hunting. How about that? Thank you. Welcome back yourself. And Boss Wick, thank you for the host, too. You're still out there. Two paths on our main quest line. One we've been sitting on. That's what we're going to do while we're here. The Oseram warlord Dervahl kidnapped and tortured Ursa, who later died of her wounds. They had thought she was dead. We tracked her down. She had been kidnapped and tortured. And she did die after we located her. Now, Dervahl, he's on his way to Meridian to take revenge on the Karja. He must be stopped at all costs. We also seem to have dropped a few frames at some point. I don't know if that was during the break or before. But if this is what I think it is, then the only part of it that I actually remember, the end, is a fight, a mano-a-mano kind of fight somewhere.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
You wouldn't think we were being assaulted by a warlord, would you? Everything seems pretty normal here. Well.
We all have our place.
Bavad. Thank you. He's not up here? Back here? Thought the marker was going to flip around.
Claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy.
Erend there is Ursa's brother. Before we walk up there, I'm trying to get the object here. Come on. No. Sun Kings. KG, aping bag of painkillers, tired all day, no energy. Know how that goes. Sorry to hear that. Better than pain, but yeah. Sun Kings. The founder Araman, who guided our forefathers from the shadows of the savage east into the fastness of the Mesa Valley, and who, reading the signs of sun and shadow both, delivered them to the site of Holy Meridian. The bounteous Amavad, who oversaw the clearing and sowing of the royal maize lands so that none who walked in the sun's favor should go hungry again, who cut back the jewel to claim the rich estate lands for the first houses of the Sun Court. The far-seeing Sadahin, who expanded the sun's dominion to the north, south, and east, setting a gate at Bright Market Harbor, and who before the sun at its highest proclaimed these lands would be known as the Karja Sundom, so by the light it was good. Generous Juadan, who stocked the metal markets with the spoils of his own trampler hunts, and who allowed trade from north and south, even permitting outlanders the gift of the counting glyphs so they might understand more than simple barter. Zavarad, the pilgrim Sun King, whose tower was raised to the top of the Ridge of Veils and who crossed the great waters of the daybreak so the Sundom might extend even further. To honor this passage had the great Blazon Arch raised on the far shores. Bold Iriv, who saw the sun's passing into the west as a challenge, and forged after it with a great army to be pushed back 3 times at the great canyon lands that would be known as the Daunt, until on the 4th time his cohort broke through and were vanished in the lands beyond. Prudent Basadid, who had the mantle of his fallen brother thrust upon him suddenly, who ordered the construction of the fortress of Sunfall and the garrison at Blazon Arch, declaring the land beyond it the Forbidden West where only the sun may go. Kuvadin, the returner who strove to bring civilization to the savage east, but returned after many strenuous endeavors, saying it was no longer fit for the people of the sun, and called for the building of great towers and walls so this wild land might be observed safely. Ranan, the Firebird, who saw the Sundom suffer unprovoked attacks by the Tenakth Horde, and who against the protests of his advisors accompanied his army to confront them. Under the sun he claimed victory. Though he was so greatly scarred he wore his Blazon helmet from that day. Nahasis, who was a hunter as much as a Sun King, and called for the proudest men of the noble houses to prove themselves in competition beneath the sun, and that those who felled the greatest machines would be situated as the first Sunhawk and Hawks of the Hunter's Lodge. The illuminated Marzid, who the sun visited with visions so vivid and grand, he commissioned many statues and frescoes of his visage in Meridian, and for his summer palace in Sunfall had the great citadel raised, where he remained painting until he took deathly ill from his own pigments. Ivas, elder brother of Marzid, who decreed each family with a suitable male child should submit that child in service of the Sundom's then depleted ranks, and had the artisans turn their attention from the works of art to outfitting each soldier of the sun with the very finest armor, halberd, and bow. Hello, Skugs. Jiran, who in his early years was a strong Sun King defending the Sundom from the encroachment of other tribes and the derangement of the machines, but who became greatly addled and ordered the spilling of much blood in the sun's name, threatening to bring a twilight time upon us. Avad, the Liberator.
I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. It used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, A moment, please. When we spoke, Aaron didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
Really what you're asking.
She's not the one who's suffering now. You are. She died before you could say goodbye.
Is it that obvious? You're right. I'm dwelling on my pain, not just hers. And there's only one thing left that can help. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Sleep well, KG. Sweet dreams. Dervahl. I'll go to the warehouse.
There are merchants. They'll assume cheaply as look at you.
I'm gonna deliberately veer off here instead of heading towards that quest. This is earlier side quest, investigating a crime scene. Merchant's home? Dysfunctional. Can I use these stairs? No, not really there. Maybe. Pretend! Pretend stairs!
Was like we're children. It's insulting.
Pretend door. Oh, come on now. Talk to the steward, optional. I'm gonna select this. Your old quest, been sitting on it. Catching my eye when I bring up the map. Steward? No. Steward's standing by the door, I think.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see?
You
Wasn't
see?
expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Any news about my stolen sword?
Not yet. I'll see what I can do about the robber.
We're looking for something here? There. Dismiss something they were saying to me? Here we go.
Drops of blood, bleeding away. More blood. I'm still on the trail.
Rising in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge? A real lady would never be a hunter.
Still more blood. The thief got cut pretty bad. Trail
That's a
ends
long
here.
trail.
But someone must have seen the thief. Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Oh.
Right now, the pace is slow.
I'm tired of being tired, that's for sure.
The longer we stay here,
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward. No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too.
Tattoo
He ran
style.
down the parapet here and went down the lift.
Look at
No
that.
way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a
I can
convenient
get the camera
drop-off.
right up on her eyes, but those little, almost tear-shaped marks that a number of people have, I think those are tattoos. They have the other makeup as well.
One of these days, I'm gonna look him in the face and tell him I quit.
Hey, chit-chat.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need in Sunfall.
Wait. If you're helping people in Sunfall, do you work with Nassan? I rescued him from a Shadow Karja border garrison.
You saved Nassan? Yes, he's one of our leaders.
Then tell him to give that sword back. And no more stealing family heirlooms.
Well, all right. I'll pass along the message.
It was cool to do it backwards. I wondered when we found Nassan, how did we miss the quest?
Been here forever.
To rescue him. That one I had somehow picked up but then not done. But without even finding out about Nassan, we found and rescued Nassan, and now we're basically done. It's good. Neat plot twist. Alternate dialogue. I like.
I woke up this morning, went to my hearth, and there was my brother's sword hanging over the mantel. I don't know how you convinced those rascals, but you have my thanks.
Okay. Done and done. Sun shall fall. Go to the warehouse. Back on task.
Every season, things grow worse. The machines grow bolder. Whatever our
Oh,
Sun King plans to
traffic
do,
jam.
we'd better do it soon.
Greetings.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause the trouble.
adventurers.
We already solved your problem,
Preferably
dude.
no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
I don't know why he's still shouting. We already solved his problems.
This is the place. You home,
Jojo
Dervahl?
Rar!
I got a surprise for you.
Hey! Cutscene. You got timing. Welcome. Thank you for the raid and host.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
Hey everyone, welcome. We just got here with Jojo Rar, and if you don't know Jojo already, please check her out on Twitch. The link is there. Check her out, show some J-Love, drop a follow, and thank you for the raid. Yeah, we're still playing Horizon. We're back playing Horizon. And examine the bomb. I don't want to touch that thing.
It's a bomb, all right. Well
Yeah.
crafted.
Looks very Game of Thronesy.
Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs.
Somber music.
If that bomb goes off, the blaze will ignite in a firestorm.
That's a lot of blaze.
You
if
are
that
a
bomb downstairs
genius.
goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised.
Have another drink,
Smoke will
Aaron.
darken the sun. As the city goes up in flames, there's got to be a way to stop it.
So is that thing gonna go off?
Oh, why don't you bang your head on it? Find out.
If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off.
A ladder or something?
The thing is, I'm not a big fan of bombs. Especially being near them.
It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong.
Hey, Jojo, no worries. Gotta head out. Have an awesome stream. Thanks for taking over. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Jojo. Again, everyone, please check out Jojo Rar, an awesome streamer on Twitch. Drop her a follow. Can. Night Zephyr. I had to look at that one for a minute. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Good night, Jojo.
Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
Risky! Duck! Shouldn't we have warned somebody?
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make Avad watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get it to the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Boot tracks. With just a bit of blaze in
Message
them.
for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Die! Yeah, man. Hi, thank you. Thank you if you're out there watching.
What was in that warehouse?
What was in that warehouse? Whole lot of boom boom.
Kept you waiting, huh?
There he is. Hey, man.
Someone broken the ceasefire.
Ah! Let's go check it out.
Who'll sell me their services?
Holding up today, man?
Asked on my part.
What happened?
Haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
Who would willingly...
Maybe it's a party.
Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa. Are we under attack?
Good enough.
The tracks lead inside.
Ooh.
Another one of Dervahl's hideouts.
Nice.
This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Oh. No right to complain, but I'm going to take a pass on that question. Possible right now. Shall we? Follow that trail. Stop that train. Ruh-roh.
Dervahl.
Still New Game Plus. Down, over, and up. Come on. She keep trying to move to the left, and she interprets that as, oh, you want me to go back up? No, don't go back up. Look to your left. Gather. Right, that's right. Can't see that nice bird-pooped ledge right there? Come on. Thank you! Not gonna be any stealth here. I've been trying not to lean on the Shield Weaver, so we haven't been using that. Warwick Chieftain's kind of nice just because it is regen out of combat. It's a different situation entirely. Haven't gotten all the way through. Can't tell order of events. I think we're about midway now.
Wish I could be there to see the sun.
Looks like we're in.
Quite a ways to go. Really? Yeah. One more? Come on. Come play. Yeah, what happened to your buddy? Sure, he's fine. No problem. I have to come investigate. Told you it was safe.
No space.
Hey. I can't believe I have too many health potions. We're short on the full health potions. Apparently full on the regular health potion. What do I have equipped? Sharp shot bow ain't going anywhere. Oh, Hunter, I think. Ice rail. Rattler. Put some better. Something I've almost never played with is the Rattler. We equip that instead of the Shadow Hunter. And then patch it up a little better because we haven't used it in so long. It's got pretty lousy mods in it. Not that one, 38 damage. 924. Okay, they're not that bad. We have better mods, don't we? Which amount of damage, tear, freeze, damage, handling. Rattler is a machine gun. 3148, tear, freeze. This is an awesome coil. I really want to put this in something I use more often. So if we put it in here, I want to remember to take it out later. Put it in something else. Something else. Who's driving? Lamia's driving. Good luck to us all. Handling damage free. Another badass mod. A lot of handling. I'm just doing this for one fight. I'm not even sure I'm going to use it, but I'm thinking maybe I'll pull this out during the fight. Let's leave this one in. They're fine. That's okay. It's a lot of damage. Boost. Good amount of handling. Each bolt from this doesn't do much damage. If I even use it. Bolts. But we end up in a close quarters fight, and I feel like this might do a lot of damage very quickly. Tripwires is another option. Rocks mines, blast palms and running around. Hey, Tuna. Hey there. Oh, I blacked out. Not surprised. Not surprised. This is our ultra hard playthrough. And we've done a lot of stuff, including the Frozen Wilds DLC on Ultra Hard, but I haven't completed my Ultra Hard playthrough yet. This is it. And we've got a ways to go.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Carja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes.
Mm-hmm.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
It didn't? I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
That's what's up, Rango. Destroy the sonic device. Corrupted rock breakers on ultra hard. There is so much stuff that is so hard on ultra hard. Yeah.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
Tear Blaster?
here! She's coming!
Why does Avad always have his ladies do
Is the
the
door not
fighting?
open? Door's not open. Never mind. My bad.
Can we finish this? I've got a... It's not over yet, Nora.
Should be. I mean, you're on the ground.
Any good Oseram Tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
Incoming! So, what's with the Rattler? Rattler's not gonna help me here.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
There. Not the mercenary warrior. Come on, let me get my prox bombs back. Any ice protection there? No, we don't. There we do.
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way.
Can I not have my Tear Blast arrows?
Majestic,
One down.
murderous
Come on.
Flinthawk.
Oh, I should have overridden him too. Woo! Crunchy munchy.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
What was that? Get the machine to do it for you?
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way. Ah! Those majestic, murderous Flinthawks! Ah! Those majestic, murderous...
Oh, come on. Home team, home team. Fighting for the home team. Woo! Where was that? That's on our side. Attacking a friend. Not good. Don't do that.
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way.
Where's my crit? Where's my crit? Yeah. Really should have used the health potion. Oh well. Dervahl, are you still lying in the same spot? Why haven't we killed him yet?
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Erend, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
This was not the fight I was thinking of. Not the fight I was thinking of. I go talk to Dervahl and lock up. Yeah. That. Erend, Avad. Let's go talk to Dervahl first, right? We don't want to... I think there's some sense in talking to him first. Hello, Basehead. Yeah, Wombat, if you know a bit of what's coming, it makes a big difference. Or just how the machine types behave, and the more used to each machine type you get, the less panicky you might be. I mean, I'll panic like that anyways, but each piece of knowing what to expect helps a great deal in the long run.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Oh, we're getting close. He's
Check out these wares.
in lockup under...
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Yeah, it's like under one of these arches.
Find better wares. Don't pass up these goods.
I'll do it in a sec. Got some good dialogue. Mighty pissed about being locked up. Get kidnapped, tortured, basically to death. Erend's sister, Ursa.
Come to gloat, Nora. Well, as you can see, I'm busy.
It's a great game for binging on.
I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working.
I don't know why his voice volume is so low.
Ha ha! It's funny to pester the tinker in the cage. What a laugh.
Ah, ah.
You think that bit of scrap on your brow makes you smart? I'll bet you couldn't have taken apart my bomb without me. Think I'm done? Think again. I've gotten out of worse scrapes. While the lunkheads in Mainspring dither over how to kill me, I'll dig myself out. Just you wait.
He should have killed him. Should have let Erend kill him.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna plant Thunderjaw more a bit.
Love Thunderjaws.
Gotta admit, it burns me the savage track me down. Most Nora get confused by anything more than two sticks and a string. Don't you have something better to do? Like choke on a lancer?
He talks a lot.
You think that spear of yours is so fancy? But I could craft it blindfolded, during a quick nap. Riding machines? Am I supposed to be impressed? Get one to serve me lunch, then I'll take notice. You're like a burr in a boot, you know that? Just so irritating. Hammer to steel. I hate you. Someday, I'm gonna build a machine with the specific purpose of pulling your braids out. By the great flaming forge, just leave me alone, Red.
He's done. By the great flaming forge, just leave me alone, Red.
Look at these windows.
You'll like what I have for sale, I
Bustling
promise.
day. You dressing like a Banuk?
It is a great theme.
Don't pass up these.
I could
Is that really all you have?
bring up the loudness a bit.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Worth it.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh. Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You were strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
You're not really hitting on us right after she died. Are you kidding?
It might be worth taking a moment to examine what you just said. You just lost Ursa, a woman who stood at your side and could easily be described as strong, shrewd, and capable. It's pretty clear how you felt about her. And now you're asking me to take her place. Is this a job offer or a proposition?
By the sun, you do indeed share much with Ursa, including a withering eye for foolishness. Please, accept my apologies. Seems I'm getting ahead of myself. I need some time to resolve my feelings. I will be forever grateful to you, Aloy. And in time, I'd like to get to know you better. Shall we leave it at that, then?
Were you and Ursa, you know?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Carja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, He'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
I know who attacked the Nora. A faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging up ancient machines, weapons they want to use to strike Meridian. I've been to their base, to the west. When they come, it will be from that direction.
I see. What you're saying echoes whispers I've heard from Murad. A Shadow Karja splinter group, corrupted machines across the land. I will order improvements to our fortifications along the western bluff of the city. When will the attack come, do you know?
I'm not sure yet.
And we will do what we can to prepare. Keep me informed if you learn more.
Okay. When we do wrap up at Meridian for now, we're going to go back on the Hunting Lodge quest. We're going to go after some specific machine types, trophies, go meet back up with Talana, do what we can do there.
Aloy. I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart.
Yeah, you could have grown up after
I
killing
guess
Dervahl, though.
Growing up means putting what you should do in front
Might
of what
have
you want to do.
been easier for everyone.
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
Nope.
You did with Dervahl.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Dervahl?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the Sun Ring to remind him what's coming.
So, after all this, what's next for Errand Vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly.
You don't love
like
it?
how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
Don't love the chops?
Well...
I know. You gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master. All before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even two.
Two? Huh. She likes me.
Oh, you're not such a bad guy, Errand. Yeah, the music here.
Was a guard under the last king. Far cry from the...
I should deselect the quest.
Gotta take over my brother's shit
Markers
today.
are gonna make me
Since the
nutty.
sun's rising is off court
I have a
back.
matter of grace
They're just
and
going
duty
to
I would like to discuss with you.
Spawn points for certain types of machines.
Stop it.
Take one of the elevators down. Jumping is faster, but there is the problem of the landing. Well, let's take the elevator.
Heat out here is more ancient than the old ones. She likes the breeze.
Take a look. I'll give you a good try.
My family might still be alive, and you're going to stand here and do nothing?
We've lost a dozen patrols beyond the valley. Our orders...
Those voices had no distance. They were right up.
Tell me what happened to your family.
The
Maybe I
voice
can
never
help.
got louder.
You're that Nora who saved the Sun King. You'd help my family? Oh, but it may be too late. By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines attacked my family's estate.
They do
Father
that.
sent me to get help.
What kind of machines? Where did they come from?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards, and a pack of Watchers came with it. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but Father never saw this coming.
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate. Fine tapestries, custom woodwork, silver fixtures.
But what about the people there?
Of course. Their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a dozen guards and servants. I hope they survived.
I'll see what I can do about the estate.
You will? Oh, thank you. Oh, please, be careful. Those machines are deadly.
Fatal inheritance. Let's go check out his family estate. I think I remember which... Oh, wet feet. Side quest this is.
We owe you for defending the Sun King.
This must be Ronamon's family estate.
Oh, there are machines here. Dismount! Strike! French! Bad timing. Get his gun? No. Maybe. Ow! Can't see! Pushes to the door! There we go, right on his face. Oh, and right on mine now! Alright, I gotta stop with the sticky bombs. These are not helping.
Out of ammo, but not out of ideas.
Right.
I wonder
Yeah!
why these machines attack
She hits
without
pretty
warning.
hard. Event! What's up? Welcome, man.
I need to get in there and look at that thing. A key. Wonder what it unlocks.
Cannon, Ravager cannon down there.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Here! And him!
Oh, thank you. I didn't really believe anyone was coming for me. I think everyone else is dead.
Tell me what happened when the machines attacked.
There were screams. I came running. The Ravager ripped through the guards like dolls. My father pushed me into the larder. I heard him kill a watcher. Then, blasts from the Ravager's cannon. Silence. I tried opening the door, but he'd locked me in.
He saved your life.
And I'll never be able to thank him.
Do you have any idea where the machines came from, or why they attacked so suddenly?
We've been seeing more and more machines around here every year. That's why my father hired more guards. But they've never attacked like this before. I have no idea what caused it.
Daisy.
Stay here. I'm gonna have a look around.
I will. I need to take a moment with my father.
Ah, welcome. I don't know if it was safe for her to come out yet. We should have left her in there until it was safe. Passing on the question. I'll pass it back to you. on these stable roofs? There's some way in. Maybe it's just the door. Did I check the door yet? I should check the door. I'm having flashbacks of spending 10 minutes looking around and not checking the door.
That device is sending out a signal. Could be what attracted the machines.
Break it! Please? Please break? Please break now?
Okay, that should cut the signal. But someone put this here to call on the
Did
machines.
you see that flip? Going for the Ravager
Everyone
cannon.
on the estate.
Wait. Well, maybe we can all let that go one of these days. Stress.
I found a lure. I think someone might have put it here deliberately to draw in the machines. Did your father have enemies?
Rainaman. My brother. First there was gambling, then stealing, then extortion. He swore vengeance when my father kicked him out.
It was Rainaman who begged me to come. He needed the machines cleared out to claim the property.
We can't let him. That murderous snake.
Can't let me do what, sister? Claim my inheritance?
We shared a creche, murderer. Have you no honor?
I guess not. But I will have this estate. When you meet father in the next life, tell him I'm enjoying his money. As for you, this little device will summon more machines. A lot easier than killing you myself.
Fight or run.
Now, where's my heavy weapon? Did you take it away? Still there? Good. Oh, if I can. This should be interesting. A little different. Things there, aren't you? Oh. Yeah, sorry your brother was such an asshole.
I'm glad there are good people like you in the world. It helps to make up for scum like my brother. My father was always generous in his gratitude. A family tradition I would like to continue. Take this. I hope it will help you in your travels.
Open up all all those boxes. Hello, Chi. Goes, it goes. How are you? Aloy's doing great.
This will do nicely.
Best to a stalker trophy and maybe some poetry. The old world. Silent Hunter. Sawtooth is one that we need. Need a trophy from. Oh, why not? Balls to the walls. Between the eyes. Stalker site. We can override a stalker, get them to fight it out with each other. That would be most desirable. See one? What happens if we hit one of their... We can do that, huh? I was wondering. Damn right. Two of them. Probably decloak. Yeah, shortly. I don't know how easy they are to corrupt. Thought could be really bad. But if his buddy sees him, before they see me. No. Yes. Come on, he's over there. Oh God, no. This way. Don't go checking things out over here. Yeah, over there. Does it? So even though his alert timer wore off, he's still on alert. If his buddy comes back on, around. Alright, he's trolling us. Doesn't see us yet. Girl with the red hair hiding in the red flowers, red grasses.